What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and man, do we have some awesome looking stuff today to check out that Netmarble released. Oh my God, the hype is real, my friends. This stuff looks freaking amazing. So the first thing we have is this key art. Now look at Spider-Man. Oh my God. He looks spectacular, right? Look at him swinging around. I'm not really a big fan of all the techie look. Honestly, the gold, I've always preferred the red and blue, but it still looks awesome. I mean, the detail in this thing, shout out to the artist. This looks absolutely amazing. So cool. This key art alone gets me hyped up for Spider-Man. This key art alone gets me jacked for this guy. Oh my God, man. Please, 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 please. The way that they're hyping this character up, especially after what we're going to watch in a second, our expectations are like, I mean, they're just through the roof. Our expectations are so over the top right now that it's not even funny for this character. Oh my God, I cannot wait for him. But if we check out a little something else here on YouTube, this is really freaking wild. And that's this right here. This is crazy. Let's watch this. We'll kind of break it down a little bit. So badass. That's all I can say. That was badass. That was awesome. I love all the detail in this, and it's cool that we actually get to see a little gameplay. We thought, because we weren't getting a live stream, that we weren't going to see, we wasn't going to be able to see any gameplay, but we actually got to see a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. But obviously, he's still a speed type, right? And it looks like it's going to be more than likely a synergy uniform for him. But we got some things going on that's pretty cool. By the way, this little touch right here, let me back that up. This little touch is nice. The Green Goblin, isn't that awesome? Isn't that cool? A little explosion, he goes diving down. So sick, man. It just reminds you of the damn movies. So obviously we got some, iframes going on here. I mean, I just love all the red and blue theme too. That's so sick, right? Right? I mean, you don't get to really see a lot, which is kind of a bummer. It's like we don't get to see immunity or invincibilities or any kind of debuffs. Now there he's got a nice little iframe where he's kind of scooting across, and then there's going to be a little bit of webbing afterwards, right? We got a little bit of webbing here. We see the break, okay. So this. We'll see, man. We'll see. Now this, look at this. Check this out. Now this is the other uniform, right? And I'm pretty sure these are going to be synergy uniforms. Look at this. We got time freeze going on here, right? Now that crap won't work against Null and Mephisto, but against regular world boss it will. And in PvP, it's one of those things where it can come in handy, but if there's a debuff being applied, then it won't apply, right? And so I'm really hoping for something special for Spider-Man. Like, I don't know, man. There's just so much they could do. I mean, by the way, just look at the detail back here. It's pretty sick, but that is awesome. And then you get the final glimpse of the black uniform. So freaking sick. Oh my God. Look at the detail in this thing. Right? Look at the glaring light off of them. Oh my God. They did such an amazing job with that thing. Oh my God. I love it. I just wish I could have seen more. I just want to see more. But wow. So freaking cool. I mean, the expectations for Spider-Man are just, they're godly, guys. I mean, he's got to be good. Man. We talked about this before. He's got so many uniforms and he's never been, he was kind of meta at one point, right? I mean, whenever he got I think it was the Spider-Man Homecoming uniform, This one here, he was like meta in AVX for a short little period, but he wasn't really the greatest in world boss, right? And or even PvP, right? I mean, he had all this potential in PvP, especially in his newest uniforms. But because the webbing would, always get debuffed all the time, you just take away his biggest weapon, his CC. He just doesn't do as good. So I really got high hopes for Spider-Man, man. I just want this guy to be awesome, man. He deserves to be. I'm tired. Netmarble needs to stop milking him out, for all those little dollars and just give him a good uniform. Because here's the thing. This is something that Netmarble never really understands about the player base. In their minds, they make characters like top popular characters a lot of times. They do this a lot. They've done this with past characters a whole bunch of times. With really popular characters, they make them a little bit weaker than what they should be. And that way they can make the next uniform and make a little more money off of them. But what they don't understand is when it comes to our popular characters, we would buy the uniforms no matter what. We would spend the crystals on those uniforms no matter what. Let me ask you guys something. If this guy became an absolute meta god top tier, right? And he was top tier, say, for 6 months to a year, and they created another uniform, and his previous uniform was still really, really good and still meta. But the newest uniform still gave him a little bit more or was just as good, but it looked different in aesthetics. Would you buy it? I'm willing to bet that most players probably would. If it's their favorite character and Spider-Man is going to be a lot of players' favorite character, they would. That's what Netmarble has never really understood. They come at it from this like business standpoint where they think, if they make them a little bit weaker and they'll just capitalize on the popularity of the character over and over and over. But they don't understand that if they just made them super strong and made them meta, the player base would be super happy and the player base would still continue to buy the uniforms for the characters in the future. They would. They absolutely would, because we love these characters. Like if this character got another uniform and he's already meta, I'd still queue him up. If Hulk got another uniform and he was meta, I'd still queue it up. Captain America, right? I mean, all these characters, right? Doctor Strange, like all of them, right? Black Widow, we would keep queuing them up because they're our favorite characters, of course. And we would want to support the game even more because they're taking care of our most popular characters. Thor, I mean, like, and so on and so on and so on. So I've always felt like their way of thinking has always been off. I've never felt like it was really right. I mean, I understand their philosophy behind making a character that isn't well known a meta, like Moonstone. I understand that, right? They make her meta, people are going to be more motivated to buy her. But when it comes to our popular characters, you can still make them meta, and even if they get future uniforms, people would still buy them because they're our popular characters. Netmarble really doesn't make a whole lot of sense when it comes to this issue, but let me know in the comments what you all think about that. And now I'm so pumped for this update. I think I'm just going to go ahead, and I should have done this, a long time ago because this actually takes time to get, but I think I'm going to go ahead and spend $20 on this tier 3 package. Now it takes 30 damn days of logging in before you can actually get the character at tier 3. But since Spider-Man's in here, I might go ahead and do this. I mean, I have all these characters at tier 3 except for Black Panther and Ant-Man. Black Panther, Sad Noises. And also because of the lack of resources, I'm actually farming trying to tier 3 Ebony right now. I think this would be really the best way to go because really by the time I get the resources, I mean, that's going to take another, 3 weeks to be able to get, because by the time we get this update, I'll have another, a little over 3 weeks before I actually can get him to tier 3. And during that time, I could actually just be saving resources for a different tier 3 or another awakened character, as well as getting a tier 3 for Spider-Man, having this tier 3 selector. So I think that's probably going to be my plan of action. $20 for that really isn't a bad deal. It just sucks that you gotta wait 30 days before you actually get the thing. So let me know how hyped you all are for Spider-Man. Oh my God, that freaking thing looks so amazing. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.